the whole time.
Here's Evans. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against us.
Getting his own shots and making plays for others.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, but he knows the drill defensively. Keep them out of the lane. He said they're tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet and do our best to deny that penetration. Kevin, easier said than done.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. On the Eagles, no luck. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Stolen by Evans. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
18 seconds.
Joseph with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah. Knocks the pass to Joseph. And here's Gordon from outside. No luck. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And you look back at a year ago, they played twice during the regular season, each side winning once.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Evans outside to the left wing. Moniunas kicks to Evans. Shot by Gordon, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Money. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Drake the pass to Cantor. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Cantor's got his first 2 points.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Now here's Moniunas. Tight defense on him. And it's Evans missing. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Money. 6 points for him. Passes to Drake. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got his second bucket.
Now they got the most out of that possession, guys.
Now here's Joseph. Defense right on him. Shoots from the elbow. That's good.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. It's blocked.
The poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night. Here's Money. There's the killer two-handed slam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by New York. And Joseph gets to Moniunas. Now here's Joseph, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Money. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Evans outside. From beyond the arc. Here's Moniunas. The Knicks pull it in. It's for him. Evans on the double team. Hardaway kicks to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Hardaway. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Pelicans trail by 5. And here's Evans, averaging 14 points a game. And Joseph kicks to Evans. Over to the wing. Floats one up. Shot by Joseph. No good. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Utah.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. You know, but they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed them. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you. This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys. Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in scoring, first in rebounding. For one, distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Here's Money. 10 points for him. It's tipped. There's the dish to Montejunas. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Now just a 3-point Knicks lead. For New York, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Money. Grant outside. Plenty of space. Good. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And they double up Gordon. The pass to Knox. Feeds to Joseph. Goes back up. No good. Some solid defense from Grant.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Here's Money. Covered by Evans. High post shot. And the Knicks good for 2.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Evans. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Montejunas. Out to the right wing. Outside Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. That's good. Gordon's got 7.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Evans on the double team. Out to Hardaway. Grant outside. Pass to Money. New York needs to get off a shot. Outside Hardaway. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. He made no secret the number one thing he wants to see from his guys: an all-out assault on the offensive glass, even if it comes at the expense of giving up some points in transition. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Money, and the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Here's Kufis, and again it's New York.
25-18.
Pelicans trail by 7. Vasquez kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Rodic. It's rebounded by Leonard. New first quarter. Here's Money. He's got 12. Pass to Johnson. Fires for three. They grab their own miss. They shoot again. And scoring with the play inside is Leonard. And the Knicks lead by 9.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Down low. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got 5.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
It's good for money. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the 3 for money. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. 5th best, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Just superb athletic defenders right there, all of them, and aggressive too. They challenge every shot.
You'd really love to see every player devote the kind of energy to their defense that this group of small forwards does.
Now here's Kidd-Gilchrist. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the foul called on Myers-Leonard. Kicks it to Patterson. He feeds it to Vasquez. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
So it's the Pelicans now, trailing here by 8. Just 2 to shoot.
In building this lead, they've been excellent at not allowing any good second chances.
Here's Money. He's got 15. Kicks it out to Johnson. Passes to Caboclo. Down low. It's stolen by Vasquez. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
This Wednesday, January 16th, the Dallas Mavericks go up against the New York Knicks, live from New York City. Make sure to catch it.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball, did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Money, he's in at the point. Myers-Leonard is out there with Kosta Koufos. Then it's Johnson, and it's Caboclo in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Just 5 on the clock. Patterson setting the pick for Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's off from 3-point range. New York leading by 8. Here's Money. Now the feed to Koufos. Pull from the top of the key. No good.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Vasquez with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Dishes to Vasquez. And that one's good. Vasquez has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for New Orleans. Both teams will make substitutions.
And guys, let's take a look. First in rebound, first in opponent shooting percentage. And they're ranked third in team blocks, getting after it defensively in the paint.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about, is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
And here's Evans following the three from Money. Gordon kicks to Evans. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The 11-footer. That one rolling around and rims out.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Gordon dishes to Evans. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He kicks to Whiffy. Evans outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. It's a big dunk at the end of the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
Here's Evans following the score by New York, and he gets it to go.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Money.
Check out the game for Money. 22 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, looks like he's in for a big night.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Pelicans trail by 12. Evans outside. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
The Pelicans have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Monty Eunice is checked in for Patrick Patterson. And he sinks the second. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Money, covered by Evans. Money sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Money's got 12 points now in the quarter.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that three-point line. And the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Now Evans. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Well, this is a kind of a mediocre free throw shooting team. They're sitting there at about 73% as a unit.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Cantor checked in for New York. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He ended up with 53 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
But let's just say he was really good.
Shot clock at 6. Evans goes in, kicks it out to Gordon. From downtown, it's rebounded by New York. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Here's Money. He's got 27. Grant the pass to Lito. And again, New York with the triple.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Well, you look at Money. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Tim Hardaway Jr. right on his tail.
And both these guys force defenders to come way out past the three-point line, and that really opens up the floor for their teammates.
And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 16-point game. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game, to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He talked also about getting the ball to their big men in the low post. That's where the ball should be going, he said. Let's get it in tight. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. And so here is New York after Eric Gordon's miss. Stolen by Joseph. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. And the shot is good. Joseph's got 5. The Knicks leading by 14. Here's Money. And he jams it with authority.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Knicks making the shot. Now the dish to Grant. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist. Grant's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Evans kicks to Montejunas. The second chance effort, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Coach. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Here's Lito. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. From 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. Lito's got his second basket of the night. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Knox the pass to Joseph. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. And too long on the shot.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
And the dunk by Grant.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. To the wing on the left. Now the pass to Joseph. It's Evans on the wing. Clock at 6. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Evans has got 6. The Knicks leading by 22. Here's Money. Evans on the double team. Here's Grant. And the 3 off target. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Gordon's running. Feeds it to Evans. In possession. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, New Orleans, 10 games behind.
You know, right now for the Pelicans, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
Shot by Joseph, no good.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Now, here's Cantor. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And a phenomenal showing on the boards. His rebounding was a huge factor. Yeah, he got whacked. There shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
First trip to the line for him here.
Well, at 89%, he has established himself as one of the league's best from the stripe.
Guys, I like that.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Knicks up by 16, and we'll be back right after this.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Money.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the two with Evans playing small forward. Then there's Maniunas. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Knox in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gordon kicks to Joseph. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Money passes to Drake. Joseph with the ball. Snatched away. And Cantor throws it down.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all five guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. Third in rebound, third in opponent field goal percentage. And they're in the top third in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when you talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot for Money. Money's got 34.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Down low, here's Maniunas. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Inside, Joseph. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists now in this one.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that pass.
Stolen by Joseph. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And here they go. Here's Evans. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Hardaway. Oh,
how about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Here's Evans. The Knicks making the shot. He dishes it to Joseph. They set the pick. Gordon kicks to Evans. Just 4 to shoot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Money. He's got 34. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Drake. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
So a moment now, let's check out the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How this season has been coming along for him. He's getting around 12 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
And here comes the break. Here's Grant.
That was wicked.
Now here's Joseph. 8 points for him. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Joseph kicks to Gordon. Pass to Evans. Puts up a 3. That's good. Evans has got 5 points in the quarter. The Knicks lead by 17. Here's Money. Kicks it to Grant. Hardaway for 3. Tyreek Evans comes up with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's a good screen. Gordon, the pass to Knox. Shot is no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Money. Evans on the double team. Passes it to Hardaway. Evans with the steal. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Well, you've seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Well, you look at Money, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
You know, for the purists out there, he has really been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. He can make any pass on the court, and he creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Yeah, you know, I'd love to know, Steve, how many of their baskets have come as a direct result of one of his passes. I know it's a bunch. Their offense isn't near what it is without him at the wheel.
Pelicans trail by 19. And here is Joseph. 8 points for him. Gordon dishes to Joseph. Evans outside. The 3. And the shot is good. Evans has got 8 here in the quarter.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Here's Money. He's got 36. Here's Cantor. And he gets the shot to fall after.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Now Joseph. He feeds it to Moniunas. Evans kicks to Joseph. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Money. feed to Cantor. Good.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
That's his third personal, team second.
Ricky Lito, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Now here's Joseph. 11 points in the game. New Orleans moving the ball around. Can't connect from short range.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Money. Here's Drake. And that one's good. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Grant against Evans, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
It's his fourth foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
The Knicks leading by 20. Here's Money. Right wing. Cantor kicks to Lito. Clock at 6. It's good. And there's a block called in the play. He'll get one free throw.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
The Knicks making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. The Pelicans making a switch here. The Knicks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And the free throw, no good. New Orleans has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Evans outside. Knocked away. And they're pushing it up. And here they go.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
64.
For New Orleans, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. To halt the run. Goes back up. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. You look at the Knicks. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out Cleveland, sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
You know, right now for the Knicks, there's always one Cinderella team in the NBA each year, it seems. And this year, it looks like they're it.
Yeah, for sure. But I know they don't like to hear that talk, Clark, because they'll tell you that they thought they were going to be good from day one.
Now here's Evans. 14 points for him. And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his third foul so far. Both teams will make substitutions. There's the screen. 16 feet away. The shot is good off the backboard. Patterson's got 7 points. The Knicks leading by 22. Here's Money. He's got 36. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. First in scoring, first in assists. And they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for him.
He's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Money. He has 38 in the game. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Money's got 41. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all of these turnovers.
Yeah, pretty basic stuff, Clark. I mean, you can't score the ball if you don't have possession.
Here's Money, and he's got 41. Shoots a three, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
New Orleans gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Vasquez passes to Kid Gilchrist. That's good from Vasquez on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. Vasquez has got 4 points this quarter. They are enjoying, Steve, a commanding lead.
Well, and it gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest, which is so critical during this grueling NBA season.
Moves back up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
He's off on the first.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Rodich takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 5.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Here's Money. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Dishes to Johnson. Clock at 6. There's the block. But he gets it back. And he gets it to go.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now here's Vasquez. He's got 16. Koufos grabs the miss. Koufos has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
1:10 left to play in the third. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Rodich. He's guarded by Johnson. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Now with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Well, you look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
What a performance offensively it's been of late for him. He's really clicking right now.
New York's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. On the wing, Johnson. The pass to Caboclo. Back to Johnson. Here's Caboclo, guarded by Vasquez. 11 feet away, and again it's New York.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
72.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. From the baseline. The Knicks pull it in. Leonard's got 3 rebounds.
Wow, what a throwdown. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
That free throw good for Money. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. There's the dish to Vasquez. And again, unable to change momentum here. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Knicks running away with this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. New Orleans have gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Amir Johnson is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's Ricky Lido, and it's Caboclo in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Evans. He kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. 6 on the shot clock. Evans attacking. Here's Knox. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good. Money's checked in for New York. And he can't hit the second.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Here's Lido. There's the double team with Joseph. Dark. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And the wide open shot from Evans misses off the left iron. The Knicks shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Feeds it to Lido. Here's Money. Pass to Caboclo. Here's Cantor. From the left block, he sends it through.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Now here's Evans, and he gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
Pass to Caboclo. Here's Money, expanding his range. That's good. Money's got 52 points.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
Pelican shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Passes it to Knox. Rodich. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Rodich. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. With he's checked in for the Pelicans. Vasquez comes in for Tyreke Evans. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Still Knicks ball. 21 seconds in the shot clock. 21.
Here's Money. There's the double team with Joseph. Money passes to Lido. Here's Caboclo. Misses the 3. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's deflected. Here's Knox. No good off the front iron.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Still Knicks ball. 12 seconds of the shot clock. 12.
Here's Money. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's good for Money.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which has given him some free throw opportunities.
Both free throws good for Money. Stolen. Blocked. Caboclo's gone just 2 for 8 from the field. Right there at 25%. kicks to Joseph. There's the triple. And Cantor pulls it down. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Money. He dishes it to Lido. New York moving the ball around. From outside, off the mark. Pelicans shooting 43% for the game. There's the pick to the left side wing. Here's Vasquez. Traps in the tray. Vasquez has got 19 points.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Here's Money. Johnson dishes to Cantor. Lido, the pass to Cabot. Lido kicks to Johnson. 6 to shoot. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Kufis checked in for Enes Kanter.
Amir Johnson at the line for 1.
And that one misses. Now here's Joseph. And the pass to Knox. Jump shot is good.
Knox. Assisted by
1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Money. The shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Withy. Here's Vasquez. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
Agreed, Steve. And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
Well, one thing about this win, it assures that they will not lose the season series. They only meet once more, of course, as interconference opponents.
And, Steve, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has a bit of an edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it once more.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Money. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not.
Patterson, he's checked in for New Orleans.
substitution for the Pelicans. Patrick Patterson.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
You know, they can't afford to be playing so loose like that right now.
Exactly. I mean, this is when they need to tighten things up, firm things up, be more focused, not the other way around.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Money. Terrific design on the pick hook, and he lays it in.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
So no problem for New York as they get the win.
Well, the outcome of this one never really in doubt tonight. Would you say that this is one of the better performances by this team this year?